You know, BJ, I didn't really know what to expect. We'd been to Jacksonville before, but we were at Orange Park, and now we're at this new facility. It's really cool in there.
Yeah, completely different from before. Brand new facility, tons of room.
It's gigantic. The sushi bar came over from Orange Park, which I'm very excited about because I love that place.
Several people have pointed out more TVs per poker table than anywhere we've ever seen.
Yeah, tons of TVs. They have a coffee. It's like Starbucks and a sushi bar. I'm in heaven. So, it's a cool place, which is why we're going to pay homage to the new site with our title of today's show, Best Bets at Best Bet, with Jess and BJ.
Best Bet, all lowercase, being the name of the casino.
Yes, and Best Bets being what we're going to talk about today, we figure we'd give you our best bets in this tournament.
But we got to start by settling up our previous bets.
And if you want to figure out whose advice you're going to take, you should probably take the person who won the Seminole Hard Rock Showdown final table contest.
All right, I will give full credit. Jess has the pick of Jess and BJ Show history when she took Tommy Vitas with her #1 pick, even though he was 6th in chips, a very short stack compared. I took the chip leader C-Rock. Joe C-Rock finished 3rd. She took 6th place Tommy Vitas, comes back to win the entire thing.
Indeed.
That was impressive.
We'll see. Thank you. I'm not used to you giving me compliments, so I'm a little disheveled.
Well, Tommy deserves more than you, but it was impressive.
Yes, there is more Tommy than me that is the impressive one here. But anyways, today's over-under, we got 125 players for day 1A yesterday, but we have re-entries and a whole nother crop of new people today for day 1B.
Half the field survived yesterday, half busted, 62 left.
Total field size in this event, 333 people.
Right.
What side do you like?
I am going to go the under. And I'm going to select something there and go under.
Pardon the technical difficulties. You know,
it's not that technical of a difficulty.
I really like
I think we're getting 200 today, but I don't think we're getting.
I think it's going to be close.
175.
You generally see 40% of the busted people rebuy, which is like 25 people. It's going to be close, and I always go over and lose, so I'm going to try something new and go under.
And go for the tie.
And go for the tie, but better that than be in the hole.
All right, so now on to what happened day 1A.
Yes.
What are our best bets?
Okay, let's start with who is your best bet to win WPT Player of the Year? Because we had a bunch of people who could take the title down in action today.
The obvious pick, I'm going with the points leader, Joe C-Rock.
Who was here today playing next to Mike Sexton all day. Yesterday.
I picked him 2 tournaments ago.
Yes.
I picked him last tournament.
Yes.
And I'm picking him this tournament. He's due for me.
Well, now, you're really going to take him over the fact that, like, Will Fiella basically, like, kicked down the doors of the casino and is like, "Roar, vengeance is mine," and then busts a player, busts another player, and was chip leader most of the day yesterday?
Yeah, Will showed up late, and within the span of 6 hands, busted 2 players to triple his stack to take the chip lead. That was very impressive, and if he can do that at the final table, then I am
He only needs to get 7th or better, and he will take the lead.
Right, but 7th is still a very long way away. So for right now, POY, I'm going Joe C-Rock.
I'm going to, even though Will is a good one, here's my sleeper suggestion that I think is a very best bet. Vitor Coelho does not lose poker tournaments in Florida. He just wins them all year long. He shows up at WPTs, and in between he goes home and he wins Florida poker tournaments. We are in Florida. He final tabled this thing last time. I'm calling final table number 3 for the season and a POY title.
All right, I'll respect that. Vitor has been doing well.
All right, so we talked about some of the people who were here that are Player of the Year. Will got Player of the Day, but who is the player to watch, best bet, to do well in this tournament?
Okay, I dissed Will on the POY.
Okay.
And this is going to sound completely contradictory, and it is, and I accept that. But I am picking Will to do very well in this tournament. Maybe not 7th or higher to take the lead, but I think he is going to go deep. I think he is going to make a run. And hey, I would love to see Will prove me wrong. Final table this, take the POY points lead back.
All right.
I'll go Will.
You know, to me, the obvious one seems like Darren Elias. This guy,
chip leader.
He final table Borgata. He does really well in events. Everybody agrees he's a sicko, and he's the chip leader with 200. Only player over 200,000, 213,600 chips. I really like that pick, but I like the moxie of James Dempsey, who yesterday told me it is his mission in this tournament to get Club WPT Player of the Day. That he's so motivated. He ended with over 100,000. And like, you travel all the way from Britain to Jacksonville, Florida, you deserve something for it, so I think he is my pick.
And curious that he's pitching this to the person who determines the Club WPT player of the day.
There is a large panel of voters. There's a process. I'm not allowed to fully disclose how the selections are made.
Right. Half of our tournament day is spent analyzing data on player of the day.
Exactly.
Yes.
So.
Sure, I believe that.
All right. The award for best bet of day 1A goes to Daryl Fish and Jason Kuhn. Because that was a fun bet to follow. Jason Kuhn
It's the only bet I'm aware of, but we'll still call it the best.
Very low early on. He was down as low as 2,600 chips when blinds were like 75, 150. He had tripled up and made a bet with Daryl Fish that with 8,000 chips, he said he was going to lay him 5-1 that he would end the day with over 60,000. $100 to Daryl's $500.
Right.
Last level of the day, Jason was looking to be in good shape. He was up to like 50,000. And when he made the bet, I liked that side of the line because Jason is, if anything, super determined and doesn't really have a lot of quit in him. So
neither of which wins poker tournaments. But go ahead.
But he ended up busting at the hands of Daryl Fish. Got a little playful with Jack 9 suited on the button against Daryl Fish's Jacks.
Yeah, just when he's knocking on the door of finally catching the 60K mark.
He said he was going big. He's like, I'm going to end with 100. He thought, I want to end with 100. And
Fish slapped him back down and said, nope, pay me my money.
And busted him.
So Kuhn will probably be back on day 1B.
That Fish and Jason were at the same table when they made this bet. Their table breaks. They both get sent to the same table. Their table breaks again. They both get sent to the same table. So
happened 3 or 4 times.
Daryl got to basically have his sweat like 2 feet away at any given time, so it was pretty
And then
funny.
busted him.
All right, these guys are our best bets in these categories, mostly because they're the only ones we've got.
Speaking of only ones we've got in the category, the under 21.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
we have Robert Gordon.
Transitioned away.
Who is so far the best bet for the surfboard prize in the under 21 contest. At
all of our Florida WPT events, the only state in the U.S. On the World Poker Tour that allows players to enter under 21.
The only U.S. events.
So traditionally, the casino gives them a bonus prize for whoever goes to the deepest. In this case, a very cool customized surfboard.
Yes, so Robert Gordetsky, not just doing really well. He ended the day with almost 140,000 and was up near the top of the
fourth in chips. Yeah.
He busted Patrick Mahoney, kings to aces, and that was the big pot that kind of sent him up there.
It would be nice to see an under 21-year-old go very deep in one of these tournaments. I'm not even sure have we had an under 21-year-old cash in Florida on the World Poker Tour?
On a main event, I don't believe so.
I don't think we have.
And then we have our best bet for Club WPT qualifier, Greg Lee, who is not the only, in this category, Greg is certainly the best bet for making the most of his money by turning a $19.95 a month subscription into a seat in a $5,000
a trip to Jacksonville, an experience of a lifetime.
So that's a best bet right there. ClubWPT.com. Sign up and get your 2-week free trial today.
Okay, now we're going to have a best bet for crazy hand of the day?
You best bet this was the craziest hand of the day.
I best bet. Wow, she got a little sassy there.
Because it was insane. So there's this giant...
It took 3 reporters to cover this hand.
The whole team was like, you go here, deploy, deploy, deploy.
Yeah, we were kind of efficient. We kind of kicked a little ass.
We got everything because what happened was, if I'm reconstructing this hand right, there was a standard raise and a call.
Blah, 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 blah. Aces, kings, queens versus sevens.
Call.
Marafiati short stack with sevens. Raj Vora with aces.
Fold, call.
Ellie Berg kings. Another guy queens.
Yeah.
So
aces,
of course,
kings, queen, sevens.
aces, kings, queen, sevens. Of course, the sevens turn a 7. Marafiati quintuples up because David Paredes was also in the pot, but folded out of the way with ace, king suited.
David is the last person, or second to last action in this hand, and he thought a long time before folding, and the guy with queens ended up calling. David's like, I folded ace, king suited there. Which took him a while, but in this spot was way not the best hand, so.
Marafiati sevens were the best hand. Best bet, go with sevens over aces. Marafiati quintuples up. Raj Vora wins a larger pot by winning the side pots. He, I don't know, more than doubles up to about 100,000. Boom, hand of the day.
Excellent. Hand of the day into question of the day. What is the best bet you've ever made?
Me first?
I'm going to go ahead and say mine first, because
okay, go first.
I just made it. Picking Tommy Vitas in my final table draft.
Okay, Tommy Vitas was pretty good. Okay, I bet $100 on a dog named Occasionally at a dog track in 1992 here in Florida.
Are you?
Won $400 or $500.
Can we just take a minute to imagine how much better my bet is? Mine features Tommy Vitas and yours features a dog named Officially?
Occasionally.
Oh.
I picked him because he was an adverb. But we were down in Florida watching the Braves in spring training. Everybody else was betting like $5 here, $5 there. And I was like, screw it, I want to go big or go home. Betting $100 on occasionally, win it all. And they're like, no, at least pick him to like show or something. You win something if he's third. $100 to win. Dog crushed the field. Victory, all BJ.
Never mind. My best bet is picking my Tommy Vitas pick over this dog story because it crushes.
Dog stories rule.